Fk8 tuning and development. So what I have here, I'm about to unbox, and I cheated a little bit. I opened it, but I'll explain why in a second, is a 4-piston ported oil pump. Now, what I am going to show you guys is I am going to take it apart, and I am going to show you guys a trick of mine that I use, but I will not show you 4 pistons technique because that's not fair to them, as it is their company and their design. So if that's what you're after, guys, I'm sorry, that I will not show you. However, I will show you a trick of mine that I used and to get a little bit more out of these pumps. So, obviously it comes in a box, stapled with plenty of safe packaging. That's a sticker from something else. That's my mistake. Let me just take this out of the box here, put this on the table, and let me get some rags here. And because I don't want to set the insides of the pump on a surface that is going to possibly have contamination. Now, these bolts, if you happen to take these pumps apart, are a different length. These 4 top ones are longer, and these 4 bottom ones are shorter. Now, like I said, I've already disassembled this, so these are not tight. Again, like I said, it's just not fair if I were to divulge their technique. Now, I have ported oil pumps before myself, and it is time consuming, and I could do a pretty damn good job, but it's very difficult to get into certain areas. Now, when you take the bolts out, if you want to open up the pump, you got to flip the pump over so that you don't drop the gear out of it. And there are 2 locator dowels, and I'm going to set this over here because the porting is done on this side, and I'm not going to show you guys that, but I will show you some other things also dealing with how the pump functions. So the pump draws in oil from here and then pushes it over to this side and out into the engine block. When the pressure becomes too great, it actually turns around, oh, I'm sorry, excuse me guys, the other way around. It goes from right to left. Because the pressure relief valve, when there's high pressure here, pushes oil back into here and it just recirculates inside the pump itself. Now, what's unique about these compared to the old B series is this ring gear style pump, it literally has all this area underneath here to pump into this side of the pump. Now, you can't take this out without pressing off the gear on the other side. If you take this out, this component right here, this notch here, this goes up, all right? And it does not matter the orientation because as the pump spins, these end up in different positions. So don't worry about the arrows on here. I'm not sure why they're there like that because like I said, if I spin the pump, now the arrow's here and the arrow's here. So it's probably something for manufacturing. Maybe it's just a put it this way up kind of thing. But let me show you what I do, all right? And again, this is something that I do specific for motors that I'm building. This is not something I would do on a bone stock car, and that is shimming the gear. And as you can tell, I've already had that apart, and again, I will tighten that later. All right, so just like an old B series, we have a spring and we have a plunger inside here. And I'm not gonna remove the plunger because I've already oiled it with my engine assembly lube that I like to use. And I also check to make sure the plunger function is good, just to make sure there's no contamination. But that is the process of shimming. Now, what you would need to do is find washers that are the same size as the spring. And don't try to use like lock washers that have sharp edges. You have to make sure they're clean, which I have, I've cleaned them already. And what you'll end up doing is stacking these washers to get a little bit more pressure on the spring. And again, this is not something that you do to a stock motor. If you're rebuilding a motor and you have stock clearances and you're trying to just do pistons and rods and you haven't increased your oil clearances, guys, this is not something you do when it comes down to that. So basically what you'll do is you will drop the washers into the top piece here where the spring goes, and I've already chosen how much I want to put as far as pressure goes. And let me put this at a different orientation on that one. because that one's a hair thicker and a different shape. And then you put it back in, and you simply put it back into the plunger and tighten it back down. Now these springs are a little bit different compared to the old B series. Again, shim height is a little bit different because I've shimmed this like I did on my car with less shims, and I only got about 5 psi. But again, built motor, more oil flow, different scenario. Again, you want to be careful that you don't drive this pump too hard, because you push the pump too hard and forget it, man. It calls it a day. And let me put this back together. And like I said, guys, I'm sorry, I just can't show you somebody else's secrets. That's just not fair to that company, you know. I have respect for other companies, and I don't mimic their designs. I do everything proprietary to me in my own way, because I have different beliefs. When you tighten the pump, of course, I would do a pattern that is just like you would with a cylinder head, crisscrossing as you go along, opposite sides. And obviously you can see I'm being very delicate here. And that's it. And Fk8 TD, and that's a 4-piston ported oil pump.